the other delegation, we're going to have 5-minute talks by each of the members. So our first speaker is Charlie Kindel. He's known for building the Windows Phone 7 application platform. Does anyone have Windows Phone 7 here in the crowd? Don't look. Anyways, he's also known for Windows Home Server. A lot of people have used this. I know a lot of people use this here in Jordan. Windows Media Center, of course. He has 21 years of experience at Microsoft and multiple startups. Right now, he's the founder of CEO and CEO of BizLogger. And I'd like to welcome Charlie.
The first thing is, I have this background at Microsoft, and I just want to make it clear that I'm over that. I really spent the last just over a year doing everything I possibly could to. How many are familiar with the Borg from Star Trek? Right, that works. I had all these Borg implants for many years, and I've now removed most of them. And that was really my goal for the last year, was to unlearn as much as I could, as well as learn. I was asked to spend a couple minutes talking about what I've learned about leadership, entrepreneurship, startups in my career. And I decided I'd spend the time talking about focus. A startup is a venture designed to create something in the face of absolute uncertainty. That's what a startup is. And startups are founded and run by entrepreneurs. And an entrepreneur, by definition, is optimistic. Entrepreneurs, those of you in the room, see the glass as half full. See the impossible as not impossible. And want to say yes to everything. And there's a problem there. Because the most successful ventures, the ventures that end up creating the products that we love, do less. Steve Jobs was famous for saying no, for creating products that had extreme focus, had less functionality, but did what they did very, very well. And the most successful products, the most successful product development efforts are those where the leaders of the product development efforts were as excellent at saying no as they are at saying yes. And that's in tension with entrepreneurs who want to say yes because they're optimistic by nature. And so a challenge for you as entrepreneurs, as you become leaders of your ventures, is how to become excellent at saying no and maintaining focus. So it turns out the most successful ventures that create the best products are those where the leaders are as good at saying no as they are at saying yes. I've learned in all of the various things that I've done where I've screwed up and made mistakes, where I've had successes, that 90% of the decisions that you make as a leader don't matter. 90% of the decisions you make as a leader don't matter. And as entrepreneurs, you are leaders because you are getting other people to follow you in your venture. That means that if you have a choice between A and B, 90% of the time, it doesn't matter if you spend a year, a month, or a nanosecond making that decision, picking A or B. It doesn't matter how long you take. Because for most of the decisions you make, for the long-term success of whatever you're working on, you're going to look back at that decision and it's not going to have a material impact one way or the other. You could have flipped a coin to choose A or B. And so what you need to do is for that 90% case, just make the decision. Just pick A or B immediately. And then stick to that decision. Encourage the people who you're working with to not revisit that decision. And if you do this, you can spend all of your energy on the 10% of the decisions that actually matter. The 10% that are going to actually influence whether your venture creates fantastic user experiences, high quality products, and massive numbers of customers. Learn to say no by focusing your passion, your optimism on that 10% and ignoring everything else. Ignore it. Do less, do a few things very, very well, and learn how to say no. And be as excellent at saying no as you already are at saying yes. So I'm Charlie Kindel. You can follow me on Twitter at ckindel. I have a blog at kindle.com where I rant and rave about things like this. And I'm more than happy to communicate anytime. You can reach out to me. I love advising and mentoring and helping out startups. It helps me unlearn and learn. And I want to thank you for being such gracious hosts. I've absolutely loved my adventure here in Jordan. And I've learned and unlearned a great deal while I've been here. Thank you.